Alright, so we're going to do a pod review on this. And this plant I've been growing now for like 3 years. This one happens to be a 2-year-old plant, but before that, this pepper came up out of seeds I planted from a Charapita that happened to cross with, I believe, is a habanero. I don't exactly know, but I know that the seeds that came out of the Charapita, this came out of it. So here it is. This is it. And I'm not sure what to call it. Maybe I'll call it the Charanero. But it's quite a cool looking pepper. And it does make a lot of pods. This thing is loaded with pods. And it makes them every year. So why don't we pick one? And this is what it looks like. It's got a very funny fluted bottom. Very pointy on the bottom. It's got a crown on the top. You can see it's indented at the top. And again, I'm not sure what this exactly crossed with. The only thing I could think of is that it crossed with a habanero, because I was growing them near a habanero one year. And then these things came out. So it's hard to say what exactly they are. But nevertheless, we got a few of them. So we'll pick a couple. I got to actually pick all of these off because these plants are getting ready to come in for the winter. And they need to come off that plant. So you can see a lot of them either have the hole in the bottom, or in some cases they don't. So it's not 100% consistent as far as the pheno goes, but they all pretty much have this cap on the top and then this long nosed bottom. And if I remember correctly, there is heat on these, but I don't remember it being like extreme heat. So let's turn you around and give it a go. Alright guys, here we are. We are doing another pod review today on this pepper right here. And this is called the Charanero. At least that's what I'm going to call it for now. This pepper came out of a Charapita pepper. And I know it came out of a Charapita pepper because I squeezed a whole dried pepper that I sometimes dry my small peppers whole and store them that way, rather than trying to break them apart and get the seeds out. If somebody orders seeds from me, I can just break the pepper apart right there and get the seeds out. They actually last a lot longer when you do that. But I know it came out of that because I broke up one of those peppers and a whole bunch of seeds came out and I sprouted them all. Pretty much all the seeds were producing this. This is what came out of that one Charapita pepper. So without any further ado, let's give it a go. Ooh, that's wet. Real wet. Guys, that thing was soaked on the inside. It felt like the whole inside of the bottom of that thing was filled with water, man. That was almost gross, man. That thing was nasty, man. Let me try this one over here. That thing had an awful lot of water in it. It was way too wet for me to eat, and it was kind of on the tangy side, should I say. All right, so let's bite that one. It's a little better. Got a lemony flavor. It does have a habanero type flavor. It doesn't taste anything like a Charapita. It has a slight habanero-y type flavor. And it's kind of tangy, like lemony. There is a little bit of heat on it. It's not very hot at all. I'd say right now, heat's about 800, maybe 1,000. And it's building. So I'm sure if I go up more towards the seeds, I'll get the full effect of it. It's kind of a slow builder. It's really affecting the tip of the tongue right now. A lot. And that's it. Just the very front tip of the tongue and nothing else. Maybe a little bit up on my gums. Now the first one that I bit was really wet and soaked. It was like eating watermelon. I mean, that thing was filled with water. It was kind of spooked me out when I ate it because I thought it was rotten at first, but there's no bug holes or anything in it. So, but this one here, this is pretty nice. It's got a lemony type flavor. Doesn't taste exactly like lemon, but it has that lemony flavor to it. I'll probably offer seeds for this online. I'll offer it as an F2. I'll let you make the choice whether it's something you want to grow and pursue. It came up and it's pretty much growing pretty much consistently like this every year. It's like it found this pheno and it just kind of wants to roll with that. So we'll say it's semi-stable right now, but I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, it needs to grow for 10 generations, F10s, whatever. It'll be as an F2 or an F3 or whatever. And you can make your decision from there. And if you want to buy it, you can buy it. But it's a pretty nice pepper. Like I said, it's kind of lemony. It's a little on the tangy side, so I'm pretty sure that that'll be a lot sweeter. So if they get redder, they're going to have a lot more sweeter. If you eat them when they're on their orange side, they're kind of transitioning over from the green to the red, and that's when the starches start to turn their flavor. So you're probably going to get that tangy type flavor to it. If that's not the way you like them, then just let them fully ripen or eat them green. If you eat them green, they're going to have like no starches convert over. So it's going to kind of taste like maybe, it's hard to say. It might taste like a peperoncini. It's hard to say. The green, when they're in their green stage. When a lot of these peppers, these thin wall peppers, you eat them in their green, they're really not a lot of flavor in them. They're not like eating bell peppers, for example. I don't know. That's it. That's my pod review for the Charanero. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.